What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Wallet Monkey channel, where we give you all the credit intel you need to grow your wallet. Today, we're going to talk about M1 Finance, which is a very popular niche site. I guess you could call it a self-directed investor or stock buying website. There's several of these that are slightly different and outside of like your Robinhood space. This is kind of a newer phenomenon since, I don't know, maybe 2018, 2019. These sites really started popping up, another fintech. And we haven't really talked about this. There's quite a few reviews already, in-depth, shallow, whatever, everything in between. The thing I'm noticing though with this is it's similar to Sophie and a few others that are really starting to build out their stack and turn themselves into an ecosystem that is worthwhile to get involved in. Like there's very few of these that have now built out enough tools that make sense to get involved in. Like Robinhood is just Robinhood, right? Like you go in, you deposit money, and you can buy stocks, and you can buy, pieces of stocks. You can do whatever you want. You can invest dollar by dollar into, a large amount of stocks, right? And even getting into cryptos now. So nothing really like unique from an ecosystem standpoint about that, but you got something like M1 Finance and you start to see that they're really building out what they've got. So it started with, fractional share buying and, buying a large amount of stocks. And then it started to kind of pivot from there. I think in the beginning, their unique angle was that they've got all these different portfolio options that are like, a 60-40 split or whatever, a big tech split or, whatever. So it's like, it'll give you the pie of how to break it all down. And then you can just go and buy that yourself. And you can base your whole portfolio off of these different, I guess you could say, models, right? So that I think was kind of one of their big draws in the beginning. Now, from what I've seen, I haven't looked at this in, over a year. Now what they've got is they've got memberships. So this is the second piece we need to talk about, because it's like, okay, you come over, you deposit money in, and now you can start buying stocks, but there's actually more to it than that. You should probably wait and wait until I cover these next couple pieces. So next we've got the membership component, which the M1 Basic is free. $0 trading commissions, ATM trade window, 3.5% borrow rate, 5,000 minimum balance, and then spend on checking is 0 balance minimum, 1 monthly ATM fee reimbursement, 0.8% to 1% international fees. So right out of the gates, you're getting a checking account access. Okay, so that's another new piece that this has that many others don't, is that they are giving you that checking account access. You can get direct deposits. You get your direct deposit a couple days early, right? Which that in and of itself is like some of these fintechs, and that's their whole selling point, is that they're a online checking account. You get a debit card, and maybe they got rewards points, maybe they don't, but you get your direct deposit a couple days early. Like that is the selling point for a lot of these other products, whereas that's just another part of the stack for M1. So I hope you're starting to get the power here. All right, so the M1 Plus is really the big advantage here, and it's simply because you get better rates, and you get better rates. Okay, so it's $125 a year. The first year is free, which is very appealing. 0 trading commissions, AM, PM trade windows, smart transfers, custodial accounts, 2% borrow rate, 5,000 minimum balance, and then here's where it starts to really shine: is you get 1% APY checking and cash back on M1 Spend Visa debit card purchases. No minimum balance to open the account. 4 monthly ATM fee reimbursements, 0 international fees on debit card purchases. Okay, and then the spend component is that you have access to apply for their new credit card, which is really the point of this video. Annual fee waived with membership, earn 1.5% to 10% cash back. So you're gonna see it all come together here in just a minute. Automatically reinvest rewards in eligible accounts. So the $125 a year is very well worth it, especially when we see that like some cards just have an annual fee for no reason and you get really no perks. The perks are in the card, yeah, but you're really not getting anything, right? I can think of like CapitalOne cards, probably the worst. You don't really get much perks for having those cards, right? Okay, here's the bank account piece. So you get a debit card. So now we're already starting to get better than your traditional offer, right? 1 reimbursement per month on a regular M1 account or free account, and 4 on the M1 Plus, like I talked about. What else did I want to see? Yes, early direct deposits. Okay, I think that's all we had here. How many days early is the direct deposit though? Doesn't say. Okay, so you get 1% cash back, and 1% APY. I'm assuming that's off of balances, and then the cash back is off of purchases. Okay, and then here's the big draw, is you get access with the M1 Plus membership to apply for the Visa Signature credit card. So you'll earn 10%, 5%, or 2.5% cash back when you shop with certain brands you invest in. So if you're holding those brands and you go shop at those brands, you could get upwards of 10%. Get 1.5% on everything else. Here's a big thing I want to show you right here. So at first I thought, oh, this whole stack kind of seems like it's catered at first glance. It kind of seems like it's catered towards somebody with probably over a 720, maybe even a 760 credit score. But the fact that the credit card is backed by Deserve and Celtic Bank, I would argue no. I would argue you could probably get in here with low 700s. And as long as, again, because it's all going to be based off of the investment account and how much you got sitting in there. So if you've got that minimum balance of $5,000 in there, I think even with a bad credit score, you'd probably have a good chance of getting this. Deserve is usually, I wouldn't call it a subprime, but I mean, they'll accept a lower credit score for sure. And so now if we come over here and look at this, you'll see that there's also on top of all this a $300 bonus. Spend $4,000 on the rewards credit card in the first 90 days and earn $300 statement credit. So it gets even better. Right, so this stuff really starts stacking up. I mean, I think this is really one of the better offers if you look at collectively the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying it's better than, American Express. I'm just saying, like, in the fintech space, I think this is one of the best offers for sure, because it's consolidating so many different pieces, and you know that we're a sucker for consolidation, right? And so it's bringing so many different pieces to one ecosystem, and as long as you treat the usage of all these accounts well enough, then you will keep excelling in this ecosystem, and as they roll out more products, you'll be at the front of the line, etc., etc. You'll have higher balances just because of how you've treated the products that they've given you access to, right? Okay, so the credit card cash back rewards is maxed out at $200 cash per calendar month. So it is at $2,400 a month, $2,400 a year. It's not bad. So we got that on top of a $300 bonus, on top of 1% cash back on the debit card. So I mean, this whole stack is like, it's got you handled. You got your credit card, you got your debit card, you got your investments all right there in one spot, right? So anyways, I like this a lot. This is a newer offer. The $300 bonus, I think, just got added in there. We got notified by somebody in the community. Shout out to John. So yeah, that's all I got for you. Check it out. Comment below if you got something to say. If you got some data points, Deserve, you can follow our data points on the walletmonkey.io site. We've got quite a bit. I don't remember who they poll or what the credit score data points we've got, but I'm sure there's going to be some on the site, so you can check that out and use that as reference for this card here. But if you've been thinking about wanting to move over some investment money into some sort of ecosystem, I'd say this is probably one of your best bets at this point. Like this video if you want to help get it in front of more people. And if you're brand new here and you like this sort of thing, subscribe, hit the bell notification, be on the lookout. More videos coming soon. See ya.